Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Lana Del Rey, born Elizabeth Woolridge Grant, June 21, 1985, is an American singer-songwriter, poet, and cultural icon known for her dreamy cinematic sound, melancholic storytelling, and nostalgic themes drawn from Americana, tragic romance, glamour, and spiritual longing. Her work blends pop, rock, baroque pop, and trip-hop influences, often wrapped in vintage aesthetics that evoke 1950s to 1970s Hollywood mystique. Early life and beginnings. Lana was born in New York City and raised in Lake Placid, New York. As a teenager, she struggled with identity and confidence, eventually finding solace in writing poetry and singing. Before becoming famous, she experimented with music under various names, performing in small clubs and uploading demos online. She briefly studied philosophy at Fordham University in New York but continued to pursue music on the side. Rise to fame in 2011. Lana self-released the song and music video, Video Games, a haunting ballad with faded film aesthetics that went viral. The world took notice. Her contralto voice felt unlike anything in mainstream pop at the time, intimate and cinematic. Her major label debut, Born to Die, 2012, established her signature style. Lush orchestral arrangements, hip-hop beats, and lyrics about doomed love, bad boys, and the myth of the American dream. The album produced hits such as Blue Jeans, Born to Die, and Summertime Sadness. Artistic evolution. Lana continued evolving with each album. Ultraviolence, 2014, darker, guitar-driven. Moody rock. Honeymoon, 2015, lavish strings and noir romance. Lust for Life, 2017, more hopeful tone. Collaborations with The Weeknd, Stevie Nicks. Norman fucking Rockwell, 2019, critically acclaimed masterpiece produced with Jack Antonoff, a poetic, California-soaked reflection on culture, love, and disillusionment. It earned multiple Grammy nominations. Chemtrails Over the Country Club, 2021, and Blue Banisters, 2021, folk influences, personal and introspective songwriting. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard, 2023, sprawling? Emotional, spiritual, regarded as one of her strongest artistic statements. Beyond music, Lana has published poetry and photography, including Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass. Persona and influence. Lana Del Rey's public image is complex, ethereal yet grounded, glamorous yet vulnerable. She draws inspiration from Allen Ginsberg, Elvis Presley, Nancy Sinatra, and classic Americana. Her lyrics often explore nostalgia and memory, beauty intertwined with sadness, fame, fantasy, and self-mythology. The tension between freedom and self-destruction. She has become a generational voice, inspiring countless artists, reshaping pop aesthetics, and creating a subculture of sad girl glamour. Critics have praised her for redefining authenticity in pop music, merging poetry and pop with rare emotional intensity. Legacy today. Lana Del Rey is seen not just as a musician, but as a cultural phenomenon. With her cinematic melancholy, literary lyricism, and iconic visuals, she has built an artistic world uniquely her own, a place where nostalgia meets modernity, and heartbreak feels like poetry. Early life and background. Lana Del Rey was born Elizabeth Woolridge Grant on June 21, 1985, in New York City, and grew up in the scenic town of Lake Placid, New York. Raised in a middle-class family, she was the daughter of Robert Grant, a small business owner, and Patricia Ann Hill, a former teacher. From a young age, Elizabeth displayed a deep interest in literature, poetry, and music. She began singing in school and church choirs, writing poetry in her teens, and teaching herself to play guitar. During her teenage years, she struggled with confidence and identity, later reflecting that much of her early work was about grappling with fame, love, and personal insecurity. After high school, she briefly studied philosophy at Fordham University, but her passion for music eventually became the driving force in her life. Early career and struggles before adopting the stage name Lana Del Rey. She experimented with various identities and musical styles. She performed under her real name and the aliases Lizzie Grant and May Jailer, releasing independent tracks that blended folk, jazz, and electronic influences. Despite her talent, her early career was marked by rejection from major labels. During this period, she honed her songwriting craft and began cultivating the cinematic, nostalgic aesthetic that would later define her career. Her big break came with the 2011 release of Video Games. The self-produced track's homemade music video went viral, capturing the public's attention with its haunting, vintage-style visuals and her languid, smoky vocal delivery. The song became an anthem for modern melancholy, launching her into international fame. Breakthrough. Born to Die, 2012, her first major label album, Born to Die, was released in 2012. Produced with Emile Haney and others, it showcased a unique fusion of orchestral pop hip-hop influenced beat cinematic storytelling. Tracks like Born to Die, Blue Jeans, and Summertime Sadness explored themes of doomed romance, glamour, and Americana nostalgia. The album polarized critics initially. Some praised its originality, while others questioned her lyrical depth, but it ultimately became a commercial success, selling millions worldwide and cementing her public image as a figure of sultry melancholy. Continued evolution. Lana Del Rey's artistry evolved significantly over the next decade. Ultraviolence, 2014, darker, guitar-driven rock, with production by Dan Auerbach. Songs like West Coast and Shades of Cool deepened her exploration of tragic romance and psychological complexity. Honeymoon, 2015, dreamlike and cinematic, blending jazz, trip-hop, and orchestral pop. Songs like High by the Beach highlighted her sense of independence and detachment. Lust for Life, 2017, a more optimistic tone, featuring collaborations with The Weeknd and Stevie Nicks, exploring love, politics, and cultural critique. Norman fucking Rockwell, 2019, widely regarded as her magnum opus. Produced with Jack Antonoff, combining introspective lyrics with lush, melancholic melodies. Songs like Mariner's Apartment Complex and Venice Bitch showcased maturity in her songwriting and a blend of vulnerability with dry humor. Chemtrails Over the Country Club, 2021, and Blue Banisters, 2021, folk-inspired, intimate, and self-reflective, emphasizing her poetic storytelling and minimalistic production. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard, 2023, expansive, cinematic, and deeply personal, often considered one of her most artistically ambitious projects to date. Artistic style and themes. Lana Del Rey's work is characterized by nostalgia and Americana, references to classic films, vintage fashion, and mid-20th century American culture. Melancholic romance. Songs often explore heartbreak, toxic relationships, and unfulfilled desire. Cinematic aesthetics, both in music videos and lyrical imagery, her work evokes film noir and classic Hollywood. Introspection and cultural critique. Later albums include reflections on fame, politics, and American society. Her music blurs boundaries between pop, indie, folk, and hip-hop, creating a genre-defying, sad girl aesthetic that resonates across generations. Public persona and influence. Lana Del Rey's persona is a carefully crafted combination of vulnerability, glamour, and mystique. She often addresses her critics in interviews and essays, confronting perceptions of authenticity and femininity in pop music. Despite controversies early in her career, she has become a cultural icon whose influence extends beyond music to fashion, photography, and poetry. Artists such as Billie Eilish, Lorde, Halsey, and many indie pop musicians cite her as an influence. She has also redefined how melancholy, nostalgia, and vulnerability can coexist with mainstream appeal. Legacy. Lana Del Rey is not only one of the defining voices of modern pop but also an artist whose work bridges the worlds of music, poetry, and visual storytelling. Her ability to combine cinematic imagery, introspective lyricism, and melancholic beauty ensures her place as a generational voice whose influence will endure for decades. Career timeline and milestones: 2005 to 2010. Early experiments performed under names like Lizzie Grant and May Jailer.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.